Yeah. Yes. 2 in a weekend. Don't get used to it. And for those people saying, oh, not him again. Hey. So, what we're using today? Razor Sting Vintage. This is a Gillette Tech number 5 from 1956. 3-piece, non-adjustable, pretty mild. Second day, shave in 2 days, so aluminium handle, aluminium base plate, and it feels like it's brass on the head. It's still etched, but it's in cracking condition. This came from eBay in France. It doesn't even say made in England on it, it just says Gillette on the bottom. There's no made in the UK, no made in England, made in the USA, or any other information on it. Actually came with some of the blades. I was using this today, but I'm not using them today. But we are staying with France for the blade, using a Gillette Nacet stainless, so made in France. These are again a new old stock vintage blades. I'm not sure when they were made. Double wrapped again, same as the one I used yesterday. With double wrapped with wax, 4 wax dots on the blade. So there's the blade there. This is the same on both sides, yeah. Nacet stainless, made in France. So we'll get that loaded up. A little bit of overhang on these. There's the razor all together. It's aluminium, very light. So aluminium razors are not anything new. So this was sent to me from, this was in the mail code from Marion, I believe. Carlitos included this in the package. PAA Clubguy, old time shave soap, classic barber shop scent. So that's what we're going with today. Up until this PAA, I've only used a doppelganger, this CK6 base. There's the pre-shave, teaspoon of water. This one isn't CK6. I have used it. And as good as CK6 is, this stuff's pretty good. Slippy. Brush. We are going modern. Simpsons and T3 Trafalgar. I think it's 28 millimeters. Slightly larger than the Chubby 2. It's a third of the price, and all told, I would say it's actually a better brush than the Chubby 2 synthetic. So if you're looking for a cheap synthetic from Simpsons, the T2, which I haven't got. I've got the T1, the small one, and the T3, are very good brushes. I didn't buy the T2 because I had the Chubby 2, so I thought I'd just get a size 1 and a size 3 to complete my Simpsons setup, so to speak. So, loading up without any issues or problems. Hope everybody's well since the last shave, 26 hours ago. It wasn't exactly a long time back. played golf this morning, which was quite nice. Unfortunately, I had to wear trousers for the first time since May. Hopefully that isn't the end of the shorts. People always say, well, what happens if it rains? Well, you get wet, but there's less clothes to get wet when you're wearing shorts. So, there we go. Need to move this mirror because I can't see a thing. Yeah, that's better. About 26 hours growth, which isn't a lot. I'm not generally a daily shaver, but there's nothing on telly, so thought why not. Midweek videos I'll probably stop for the winter because it's time again from work and have dinner. It's too dark, and unless I mess around with lights and that sort of stuff. And the bathroom has an annoying fan which is hardwired to the lights. So midweek shaves are probably done and dusted until next year. Unless I've got something really special and I want to show it off dead quick. But I don't really do that sort of stuff on the channel, if you've noticed. Anybody new? Hello, my name is Martin. I'm an Englishman living in Scotland, been here 20 years. And this bathroom is in the northeast of Scotland, in a small village that is the most easterly part of Scotland. I'm about 200 yards from the sea. It's Sunday afternoon, the ice cream man has been. The neighbours are being noisy. I think these brushes retail for $25 in the States, maybe slightly more. About 20 quid, £20 in the UK. They will be available in Europe as well. And yeah, no issues at all with the T3. It's a cracking brush. The fibres are softer than the Chubby 2 synthetic, easier to display, the handle's slightly larger. Value for money, top notch. Yes, it's slightly more expensive than a Yaki brush. It's made by Simpsons. So, a Gillette ball end tech from 1956 with a Gillette Nacet on its first use. Yesterday's soap tasted better. I don't know any information about these blades. I've been able to find. There's no date codes on them, I can see. I don't know when they were made. But they're quite a nice blade in. Every razor I've tried them in, I use them in. I saw a sketch yesterday from an English comedian called John Bishop. It was all about COVID. In the UK this week, they introduced that the pubs now close at 10 PM. And various other restrictions, and depending on where you are in the country, England, Wales, Scotland, Northern Ireland, each area's got its own rules. And his skit was along the lines of, this virus must be getting really clever because each part of the country has now got its own rules, which the virus knows. It knows what the rules are in Scotland. It knows what the rules are in England and Wales. It says, you can imagine it, can't you? It's sitting there in the car outside the club. Sorry lads, it's only 9:30. We can't go any infection delivery yet. They don't come out till 10 o'clock. As you can see by the lather and slope on the chin, there is no issues at all with this soap base. It may not be the latest and greatest, but it's still bloody good. We're almost getting to the stage in shaving now where about 10 years ago, 12 years ago, UK cycling were crap, and then they brought a lad on board called Dave Brailsford, who's now a Knight of the Realm. He's now Sir Dave Brailsford, and he invented a system called incremental improvements. Basically, if they could take 10 grams off a piece of kit and get a better performance, they would do it. If they could take 10 grams off a piece of kit and not get a better performance, they wouldn't do it. And he brought a whole list of changes into UK cycling, which he then took onto Team Sky, Tour de France and everywhere else. And we're almost getting like that with shaving now. All the soap makers, or some soap makers, it seems to be almost every month there's a new soap base. And the differences between the all new singing, dancing one, which gets hyped on social media, YouTube, it creates a market. People feel compelled to rush out and buy it, and you get this sort of soap left in the lurch, and it'll appear on a buy sell page, a buy sell trade page on Facebook or a shaving forum, and people will ignore it because it's not the latest and greatest. It's still good. So yeah, we're getting to that stage of shaving soaps, I say. It's all incremental and sometimes hardly noticeable. All I'd say is don't try and get taken in with the hype that surrounds most of the new releases on social media. I know it can be quite hard. But if you've already got 50 soaps in a cupboard, we'll bang the latest, greatest, newest one 2 weeks after you bought your last one. Will it make any great differences to your life? Not really. The scent might be new and improved and better. Not changing anything else. That's basically all I'm trying to say is the latest and the greatest. Isn't always the best. The Kinder, the razors I've used this weekend, the Fat Boy yesterday and this thing today, they've both got a combined age of over 120. But they still do the job they were designed to do, and they do it very well. Soap wise, I've got absolutely no issues at all with that soap or that shave. So I'm going to have a face wash, get cleaned up, and we'll see you in a minute. No issues with that. Same face wash with the soap, leave that on while I get everything cleaned up. So it's not on the face for long. Get the brush swilled out and the razor cleaned and the blade out of it. I don't leave blades in razors. And then we move on to the post shave. I'm going to go straight to Floid. Floid Black from Spain. Barbershop scent. This is going to sting because there's a lot of alcohol in this. Doesn't tell you what the alcohol level is, but it's pretty good. So there's a restrictor on the bottle. You can get the spin on hold of this, yeah, like I normally do. That's got a good burn. That has got a good burn. That lets you know you're alive, I tell you. Right. That's it. I'm not even going to balm up, don't need to, I don't feel the need to at the moment. I enjoyed that for twice in 2 days. So, quick recap of what we used today. The soap, PAA, Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements, Clubguy. Non-CK6 version before that, I believe, with the cocoa and butter and everything else. And that was lathered up with a Simpsons Trafalgar T3 with the sovereign brush on it. There's the details on the brush there. Typical Simpsons, only available in one colour. For what they cost, very good brush, as I discussed, in my opinion. I know that people have compared them against Chubby 2s, as I have in previous videos, and they say that the T3 is better than the Chubby. But each to their own. I still have a Chubby. Still got a Chubby. Right, the razor, a Gillette ball end tech, set number 5A from 1956. This may well be French, so it doesn't say made in England. Aluminium handle, aluminium base plate. I think it's a brass top cap, which is plated. And there it is in the case, with some French, with the French Gillettes. Typical tech razor really, nice and mild. Not be drying down. Maybe moisturise afterwards. And in there we had a Nacet stainless from France, new old stock. That's the blade, that's the wrapper with a crocodile cut in two. Stainless steel, made in France. So I've got there's no date codes on these, so I've got no idea when they were made. I can tell you which machine they were ground on, because there's a letter code either side for the grindings, but there's no date codes. So if anybody knows anything about these blades, comment below. I'd be interested to, because I can't find out very little about them, but they're a good blade. So I can go back down there. Then we had some Scottish warm and cold water, and the cold water's getting chilly. And we just polished off with some rather stinging Floid black aftershave barbershop scent again. Right, that's it folks. If you have any comments, leave them below. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.